Tonight, from Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen now looks to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Buying time to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're...
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Bills have taken the early lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's caught here by Adams.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. A give to Jones. Taron Johnson made the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26. Throwing is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And again, it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now he'll throw deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
He'll buy some time right. This is caught. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have taken the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive...
Touchdown, Packers! Randall Cobb, 63 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Operating from the red zone now. Allen shoves him aside, and I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
To return is McKenzie. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
Steps away to his left. And once again, this is Sanders. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. These two teams all tied after 1. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, they stick with Singletary, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. Touchdown, Bills. Devin Singletary. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have broken the tie. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cobb.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves him at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On second down, Dillon. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Rodgers now on first down.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. 7 yards the pickup there.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
On first down, Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. That catch good for only a couple.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
To throw is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now left side on the swing pass. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
On second down now, it's Jones, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Allen now on first down.
Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any.
He's got a man, complete. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 85 yards.
And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. On the move to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. It's complete to Diggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 2nd and 2, Allen to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. To the air, Allen. That is caught. It's Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Bills have retaken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen eluding the pressure right. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Rodgers to throw once more. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we went in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it, as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
On second down, it's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 126 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The give is to Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
2nd down and 5. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So give him 3 on that drive. And, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Second down and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Rodgers going to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Down to about the 22 here. 142 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has, and that offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
On first down, Allen eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Singletary on second down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Flushed out right. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On play action, it's Rodgers. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown. 52 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Crosby connects on the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Bass is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Rodgers on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Now Rodgers. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. 2nd and 8 coming up. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Dancing to his left. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 42 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion. to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Bass on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now. And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up? I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 39. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Allen. Flushed out right. Finding Knox there, complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are right back in this football game. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Rodgers now to throw. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. McKenzie now to return it. so dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Allen now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. To try again after the sack. Allen buying time to his left. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are right back in this football game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he? Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Now it's Rodgers. Steps. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Would it be Frank Seedy? This is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big gain there for the Bills. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th-quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Rodgers on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers again now. Pass complete, Tunyon. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Rodgers, gotta have this one. And that's complete to Adams. First down now, but that clock rolling. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Adams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Rodgers to throw once more. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Rodgers now on third and goal. And that is incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So Allen's going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To the air, Allen flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers now on first down. He hits Adams complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Being chased out left. Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.